Assalamu alaikum, this is Snan and today we're going to talk about ketone bodies. Now we're going to talk about the conditions in which it is formed, the characteristics of ketone bodies, the formation of ketone bodies, the usage of ketone bodies, and along with it we're going to talk about the diabetic ketoacidosis. So let's start. Ketone bodies. The ketone bodies are organic acid, and since they are acid it means they can decrease the pH of blood. They have a role of sparing glucose in extreme fasting state so that glucose can be used in other conditions. The ketone bodies can even cross the blood-brain barrier, which means that even brain can use them. There are three types of ketone bodies, that is acetoacetate, the 3-hydroxybutyrate, and acetone. We can call the ketone bodies as plan B of body for energy. The plan A includes the carbs, the fats, and proteins. Since ketone bodies are produced in extreme starvation, so they are the plan B of body for energy. They are produced in liver when the acetyl-CoA exceeds the liver capacity. As we know that in starvation the lipolysis increases, which increases the concentration of acetyl-CoA, and since the reason for it is because the acetyl-CoA combined with oxaloacetyl-CoA can't be used in the citric acid cycle because the oxaloacid-CoA is diverted to gluconeogenesis, because the increased concentration of acetyl-CoA activates the pyruvate carboxylase, which is an enzyme of gluconeogenesis. Now the conditions in which the ketone bodies are produced. First of all, the ketone bodies are produced in low quantity almost constantly by the liver, irrelevant of any condition. But their concentration and production by the liver increases in two conditions, that is physiological and pathological. Physiological includes extreme fasting and starvation. The pathological conditions include diabetes mellitus type 1 at extreme level and increased ethanol consumption. Now, first of all, the formation of ketone bodies known as ketogenesis, it occurs in the mitochondria of liver. What happens? The acetyl-CoA molecule, which comes from glycolysis, beta oxidation, and amino acid catabolism. These include the ketogenic amino acid, that is the leucine and lysine. So, two acetyl-CoA from all these sources combine by the help of a thiolase enzyme, releasing one CoA molecule and form the acetoacetyl-CoA. Now, this acetoacetyl-CoA is acted upon by HMG-CoA synthase, and another acetyl-CoA is added to it to form the HMG-CoA molecule, while one CoA molecule is removed and water is also added. So the HMG-CoA formation is a rate limiting step of the ketogenesis. We can also remember this is a mitochondrial HMG-CoA, while the HMG-CoA present in the cytosol was an important intermediate of cholesterol synthesis. So this is the mitochondrial HMG-CoA, which is then acted upon by HMG-CoA lyase, so that an acetyl-CoA molecule is removed from it, and this is converted into acetoacetate, which is the first ketone body. Now this acetoacetate moved into the blood and instantly, that is spontaneously, converted into acetone by the removal of carbon atom. This acetone is the second ketone body, but this is non-metabolite. It can be utilized by the body, so it is released during expiration in breath, and since this acetone has a fruity smell, so it is the reason of fruity smell in the diabetes mellitus patient. So now the acetoacetate inside the mitochondria is also acted upon by 3-hydroxybutyrate dehydrogenase, which takes 2 hydrogen atoms from the NADH and adds it to the acetoacetate to reduce it to 3-hydroxybutyrate, which is the third and last ketone body. And this is the main metabolite of the ketone bodies. Now moving toward the usage of ketone bodies, which is known as ketolysis. It occurs in the peripheral tissue, even in the brain, but not in the liver. There is a reason for that, we will further see it. So the main metabolite, that is 3-hydroxybutyrate, that is a ketone body, acted upon by a dehydrogenase, that is 3-hydroxybutyrate dehydrogenase. So it adds hydrogen atoms to NADH to form NAD positive to form NADH. So it oxidized 3-hydroxybutyrate to acetoacetate. Now this acetoacetate, we add acetyl-CoA, but the peripheral tissues are short of acetyl-CoA. So this acetyl-CoA is given by succinyl-CoA from the tricarboxylic acid cycle or citric acid cycle. So this succinyl-CoA gives CoA and get converted into succinate, and again goes into the TCA cycle to convert into succinyl-CoA. So the CoA given by the succinyl-CoA is taken up by the thiophorase, which adds it into acetoacetate to convert it into acetoacetyl-CoA. Now an important point here is that this thiophorase enzyme is not present in liver, which means that liver cannot utilize the ketone body. So we can say that liver can form the ketone bodies, but it can't utilize the ketone bodies, which was the reason for the not utilization of ketone bodies by the liver. So the acetoacetyl-CoA present here is then broken down into 2-acetyl-CoA molecule by the addition of a CoA molecule. So these acetyl-CoA then enter the citric acid cycle to give us the ATP, which is required in this condition. Now, an important point here is diabetic ketoacidosis. Now, as we know that it occurs in diabetes mellitus type 1 diabetes. So diabetes mellitus, we know that insulin is decreased and there is increased production of glucagon and epinephrine due to increased blood sugar level. Both these factors causes increased lipolysis, that is breakdown of triacylglycerol to give rise to increased free fatty acids in plasma. So these free fatty acids lead to the increased acetyl-CoA concentration. Since there is increased acetyl-CoA, which is a substrate for ketone body production by the liver, so the ketone body output by the liver increases, which give rise to ketoacidosis. Ketoacidosis is what? As I have explained earlier, ketone bodies are organic acids. So since they are acids, they have a pKa value of 4.0. So their carboxylic group has a pKa value of 4.0. So they readily loses hydrogen ion to decrease the blood pH, and since they have increased concentration in urine, they take up water along with it to causes dehydration. And I have also explained that acetone, which is one of the ketone bodies, is responsible for the fruity breath in the diabetic patient. So that was all for today. Please subscribe the channel for more videos, and thank you. Yep.